Hi chums. Right, started putting the potatoes out, and one of my subs, Cats, made a very good point that I should have pointed out as well. Don't leave your potatoes in the greenhouse until they become really long, right? Those are just about the limit there, and I would leave mine where the stalks are very long, because they've got a very light, weak stalk when they're brought up forward in the greenhouse. So it means that when you put them outside, they might get a good thrashing. Now, the size you should be bringing them out is around about this size here. See these ones here, about 8 inches high. That's ideal. And I'll give them a chance to strengthen up. Now, we get very strong winds from the west over there, so I'm hoping these guys are okay and they'll be alright. But I've done this before and I've put them out at this time and they've survived okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this bed up here to let you see what happens when you put the sheet over it. I haven't seen yet what's happening. I've just taken that edge back slightly to give me something to grab when I go to do the video. But before we do that, I'm going to show you what the beds look like when they're not covered. And I suppose there's an example there. Okay, or now that's 2 years, so that's not much good. But this is pretty sort of typical of what I have to come back to when I don't weed or I don't cover the beds. Now, because my soil is so good and so loose, about 15 or 20 minutes will sort that bed out. But will you see what happens when I put the black polythene over the beds? It takes about 10 minutes to put, not even 10 minutes, well, it took me about 15 minutes or so to put them on the first time because I was cutting the sheets, but probably 3 or 4 minutes would do it from then on. So if you go back up here, I've got the tripod set up so that you'll see what's happening as I see it. But I've had to come right back to here because it's so far away, because to get the whole bed in. So I'm trying to do this without turning anything off, so bear with me please. Right, that's just in now. And then if I do that, I'll just bring her down a wee bit. Whoops, that's too far. Right, there we are. That seems to be fair enough. That's giving you the whole bed there. Let's see. That's it. That's the whole bed there. And we'll get a closer look in a moment, okay? So there you go. That doesn't look too bad, does it? I'll just take this thing off the thing again. Just do that. Oh, it's too close now. Right, we'll go up to the bed and have a wee look and see what it's like. Get this back onto my hand again. This is really bad. Right, you can see yourselves. There's one ice seed there, which is kind of very weak and thing. There's 2 ice seeds. That's 2 ice seeds. There's a third one over there. Normally these beds would be absolutely full of these guys. So there's a third one there, and that's it done. That's the bed weighted. So you can see it is a good result. So I'm very happy. And there's no slugs. There's the back side. Oh, there's a few slugs over there where the thing touched the path. But on the inside of the bed, there are no slugs on the canvas or on the membrane. I'll be doing this again, but the next time I do it, what I'll do is I'll put the forms on the bed like that, and then I'll get roofing laths because they're preserved, and I'll put roofing laths around the side and across the top to stop the wind lifting it up, and it'll make for frames. And I'll have to number the lids and number the beds because they're sort of specifically made for each bed. But I think that would be worth doing, and just store these around the back of the shed, the covers. So I'm happy with that. So there's the first 10 potatoes in there, and I got 6 into that by staggering them, but squeeze them in. And these are the $30 ones, and it's called Save My Plant. It's the guy that I'm having this deal with, and there you are. There's the $30 caras there, and what do you call it? I've put them here to try and give them as good a chance as possible because I've got the sun coming from the south there. So that's south over there, so the sun's shining on them all day long. So hopefully we'll make up for one not actually growing, you know. So there you go. Despite the fact I've only got 1 potato, I'm not giving up, you know. No chance. So there you are, folks. That's it. Just one other thing I want to show you. 2 other things actually, just while I'm out here. The broad beans. There's the broad beans are coming up now. And I'm doing things very differently this year. See this here, I would normally have had 3 rows in here, but this year I'm doing 2 rows, and I'm spacing the stuff further apart because I plant too close together, so I'm doing it differently this year. So I've got about 2 feet between the rows this year, which is what's supposed to be. And I've done a bit of slug killing here because they've been decimating them. I've lost about half a dozen plants, I suppose, you know. I'll just tell you now, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plants. There's half a dozen. And the other thing I wanted to show you was my onions. Those are the onions that I put in the cells. Start them off, and they're about a foot high now. So I'm very pleased with those. And oh my god, I think that one there's about 3 thou out. And I'll be digging them up and fix them again. So there you are, folks, that's us. I'll fire this up. It's not a bad day here today. It's very warm. It's very warm and muggy. A typical Irish weather, you know. Cloudy, warm and muggy. And it makes very unpleasant working. Okay, if you've got 5 layers on, it's not very pleasant, but it's quite, you can get a lot of work done if you've got the right clothes on, you know. And I haven't. I've got a sweatshirt and vest on, or a t-shirt on me today, and it's too much, so I'll have to take the sweatshirt off. But I never do things right anyway, you know. I always have to be different from everybody else. Oh, there you go then. So that's where we are. Those are supposed to put in yesterday to start getting them out. Those are the ones I put in today. I'm going to put another load in now. And as Cat said, don't let them grow too big, because they will get very tall and spindly and then get beaten about when they come out. Okay? So all the best now. Bye bye.